और भक्त हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So welcome to the Bhagavad Gita study of Srila Vishwanath Chakra Thakur and the Rasik Ranjan commentary, which is a sub commentary to the Sarartha Varshini. We are still doing our overviews of chapters 1 to 6. Up till now, we have completed the overview of chapter 1 and 2. And today we will begin the overview of chapter 3. Maybe chapter 3 will take a major portion, will complete today and tomorrow part of it, and then start with chapter 4. So we saw in the yesterday's class the, you know, Krishna spoke about jnana in 2.12 to 2.30, and then application of jnana is from 2.31 to 37, the first application. And then he spoke about, Eshate Abhita Sanke, which is a very important verse. Buddhi Ryoge Tumam Shunu, Buddhya Yuktaya Partha, Karma Bandham Prahasasi. So that verse, Krishna speaks about, that Buddhi Yoga can refer to Jnana Yoga, it can refer to Karma Yoga, it can refer to Bhakti Yoga. So Vishwanath Chakra Thakur directly takes 40 to 45 as directly Nirguna Bhakti, as Nirguna Bhakti. So 40 to 45, he speaks about this directly the process of Bhakti Yoga because that's the theme of Bhagavad Gita. And then he says that, Arjuna, by the causeless mercy of the Lord or his pure devotees, can attain this Bhakti Yoga because Bhakti Yoga cannot be attained without the mercy of the Lord. So now he instructs him in Nishkam Karma Yoga. So that begins from 2.47. And Nishkam Karma Yoga, when it matures, when one becomes a Sita Pragya, one is Jnana Nishta, then, he has attained yoga. Tada yogam avapsasi. Because samadho achala buddhi, tada yogam avapsasi. Now Arjuna is inquisitive to know the characteristics of the Siddha Pragya. So yesterday we discussed the characteristics of Siddha Pragya from 2.54 to 2.72. Sita Pragyasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava sitadi kim prabhasheta kim asita prajeta kim. Now, what is happening that having heard this, you know, this is the overview of chapter 3. Arjuna will ask a question, when jayasi chet karmanaste mata buddhir janardana, when bhakti yoga, Vishnu Chakra Thakur takes it as bhakti yoga, is better than this karma, then why are you telling me this ghora karma? So here, Arjuna's question, Vishnu Chakra Thakur says, in 40 to 45, Krishna establishes Buddhi Yoga, that is Bhakti Yoga, superior to Karma Kand and Jnana Yoga. But in 2.47, Krishna, considering Jnana and Bhakti are not suitable for Arjuna, instructs Nishkam Karma Yoga. And with Nishkam Karma Yoga maturing, you become a Sita Pragya because Nishkam Karma Yoga, within it, there is Jnana. So, in that sense, Krishna spoke this, but now Baldev Vidyabhushan, 2.47, uh, uh, okay, I'll not take Baldev Vidyabhushan because we are discussing Vishwanath Chakra Thakur. In 2.47 only, actually, there is agreement between Krishna and Arjuna that ultimately Arjuna is playing the role of a Kshatriya, and that's why, he instructs him on Nishkam Karma Yoga. But ultimately, Arjuna is an eternal associate of the Lord. So ultimately, progressively, he will reveal that the highest yoga is Sarvadharman Parityajya, Bhakti Yoga, out of love. So Arjuna sees only two options: inactivity, that is renouncing, which is buddhi, or activity, which is fighting, vikarma. And he thinks fighting is vikarma, ghora karma. And inactivity means buddhi, that is jnana, because he spoke about, shanti, नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न च युक्तस्य भावना न च भावता शांति अशांतस्य कुतः सुखम, स शांति मापनोति, स शांति मधिगच्छति. So shanti means not to fight, just be peaceful, not do any activity. So Arjuna sees only two options, but Krishna has spoken about four options. In fact, he has spoken about five options, but fifth one, this is the fifth one, the fourth is the fifth one. He has spoken about four options. One is Bhakti Yoga, which is Nirgun Bhakti Yoga, which is from 2.41 to 40 to 45. I don't know why it is getting cut. Oh, yeah, 40 to 45. Then he has spoken about Jnana Yoga, renounced inactivity, where there is no fighting. So Bhakti Yoga gives one liberation also. Jnana Yoga also there is renounced inactivity. Also there is no fighting, but it gives liberation. And Nishkama Karma Yoga, there is renounced activity, where there is fighting for liberation. In Karma Kanda also there is fruitive activity, fighting with the desire to attain heaven. So this is also, there is activity, but with the desire. And not fighting or not, fighting not according to the Vedas, but for self-aggrandizement, that's a sinful activity, that will give up, or giving up fighting is also sinful. Vikarma, that will be vikarma, in fact, not fighting, no, and not doing your dharma for Kshatriya. So this is ruled out in 2.47. Now, Krishna spoke about 2.40 to 45 about Nirgun Bhakti, and Nirgun Bhakti can be attained by the causeless mercy of the pure devotee and no other way. Now, Arjuna's question is that if, Bhakti Yoga is superior, transcendental to the gunas over Jnana Yoga and Nishkam Karma Yoga in the previous statements, Arjuna is in a friendly manner. Arjuna knows this because he is an eternal associate. But the Lord has to, now what is spoken in the summary in the second chapter has to unfold, unfurl, and expand these teachings in an elaborate way. So that's why he's asking question that if buddhi, that is bhakti yoga, which is transcendental to the gunas, is superior, jayasi, then why do you engage me in this terrible action in the form of war? Why do you engage me? So, but Arjuna is not qualified for Bhakti Yoga. That's what Krishna said. And that's why I'll instruct you in Nishkam Karma Yoga, 2.47, he had said. You have adhikar for karma. So, basically what Baldev Vidyabhushan does is, he says that in 2.49, Krishna condemns Karma Kanda as compared to Nishkam Karma Yoga. In 2.49, what does Krishna say? He says, 2.49. I'm just bringing out Baldev Vidyabhushans now because it's a little relevant. Durena yavaram karma, keep far away karma kanda. Buddhi yoga dhananjay. Buddhi yoga means nishkam karma yoga here. But Arjuna thinks buddhi means gyan. Buddho sharanam anaviccha kripana falahetava. So it's very clear. Falahetava means, it is they desire the fruits. So keep far away from, this ghora karma of fighting and be established in buddhi, where there is renounced inactivity. You're just contemplation on Brahman or contemplation on, Upanishads. So in 249, Krishna condemns karma kanda as compared to Nishkam Karma Yoga. Arjuna thinks fighting is condemned as compared to Gyan. That is what he thinks. That's what, Baldev Vidyabhushan says. But here, because Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur establishes right in 40 to 45 as Nirguna Bhakti, so that is why Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's explanation is of this verse, Jayasi Chet Karmana se Mata Buddhi. Buddhi he directly takes as Bhakti Yoga, which is transcendental to the gunas. If that is superior, then why do you engage me in this ghora karma? So that is, Arjuna's question. And from Baldev Vidyabhushan's perspective, if Gyan is better, renounced inactivity, which also leads to a liberation, then why are you engaging me in this ghora karma, which is sinful, he thinks, because one of his things which was weighing on Arjuna's mind is that I will incur sinful reactions. If I fight, I will incur sinful reactions. So that's why karma ghore mam, niyojasi keshava. Now, very interesting, Vishwanath Chandra Thakur mentions, niyojasi. Niyojasi means noose. Just like a bull is tied through the nose, the ropes, and it is pulled. You are Keshava. Keshava means Ka means Shiva, Isha means Shiva, Ka means Brahma, Isha means Shiva, and Va means Vayase. Vayase means you control. So you control Brahma, Shiva, and even Vishnu. They are the Guna avatars. So why are you forcing me and trying to control me and forcing me to this Ghora karma as you control Brahma and Shiva? So then Arjuna, Krishna, very sarcastically glances at, Arjuna, and he addresses him as Janardana. Oh Janardan, by your order, you are causing pain. Ardana means pain to your own associate. Jana, I am your associate and you're causing me pain to do this ghora karma. Why are you causing pain to your own associate, man? Sometimes, when the spiritual master has a very dear disciple, he gives him a very difficult task so that he can get purified by doing that. And the disciple might think, why my spiritual master has given me such a difficult task and put me in so much pain? But that is for our own purification and for the pleasure of the Lord. Because by that purification, one can one can so you bewildered me. Me buddhim mohasi ve. Mohasi means to bewilder my intelligence by a mixture of words. Vyamishrena vakena. So Vyamishrena means, one second, there is a message. Oh, no voice, huh? Haribol. Okay, let me change the connection because I'm seeing that this is unstable. Prabhuji, is the audio clear now?
Yes, Prabhu, it's clear now. Yes.
It's clear. Okay. Some disturbance here. Okay, you bewilder me, buddhi mohasya, by a mixture of words. Vyamishena vakyana. Now speak clearly. Tad ekam vada nishchitya, so that I may attain the highest benefit. Yena aham shreya apnuyat. So when Krishna glanced a little sarcastically at Arjuna, Niyodhisi Keshava, then he clarifies, that, your words are bewildering to me. So that's why clear. And here Vishwanath Chakra Thakur mentions, oh, my friend Arjuna, Krishna says, bhakti, which is beyond the three modes, is the topmost. But this bhakti is attained by the unprecedented mercy in an unpredictable way by the mercy of the pure devotees. It is not attained by individual efforts. Therefore, I have given you the blessing, Nishtraigunya Bhavarjuna. That means when this blessing will come, you will attain this mercy by the unexpected mercy of the pure devotee. So the Lord only will bless them in the end, by my mercy, you will attain this. So bhakti is the topmost. And but right now he is directing him by the words karmanyeva adhikaraste. But Arjuna is confused, because he spoke about, you put me in doubt. Vyamishana, by your Mishra words, Buddhim Mohasi. How? When you speak verses of Gyan, like Yogastha Kuru Karmani, Sangam Tektva Dhananjaya, Siddha, Siddha Samo Bhutva, Samatvam Yoga Uchate, and Buddhi Yukta Jahati hai, Ube Sukrate Dushkrate, Tasmat Yoga, in just Yoga Karma Sukoshalam. So by these words, you speak about, you have mentioned, action, karma, but you also speak about gyan by using the words yoga in these, 2.48 and 2.51. So I am bewildered, you know. And you also speak about knowledge. Yada te moha kalilam buddhi veditarishasi, when your intelligence has crossed. So your words are actually filled with many meanings, and it is not your desire to bewilder me, as you are merciful, nor I do not understand the meaning. So you should speak clearly. So what Vishwanath Chakra Thakur says is that, karma in the mode of passion, you know, compared to karma in the mode of passion, karma in the mode of goodness is superior. Now, when we say karma in the mode of passion, this is where I'm now coming to the overview. Karma in the mode of passion is Nishkam Karma Yoga. But karma in the mode of goodness is when Nishkam Karma Yoga, you perform and you attain Jnana, you become Jnana Nishta. That means you're in Sattva. Sattva. And superior to Jnana, which is Sattvic, is Bhakti, which is beyond the modes, which I have written here. Bhakti, which is beyond the modes. And Arjuna is saying that if you feel, Bhakti is not possible for me, then instruct me in Gyan. Why are you instructing me in this Gaur Karma? So that is Arjuna's thing. So what is going to happen in the third chapter is Krishna recommends activity, you know, but doing with a desire, not desiring the fruits. That is called as Nishkama Karma Yoga. There is renounced activity. Arjuna thinks that, these both are incompatible. How can there be activity and as, renunciation, which will come up more in the fifth chapter. So, in the third chapter, what Krishna is going to establish is that Arjuna, although this bhakti nirgun is attained by the causeless mercy, right now you're qualified for Nishkam Karma Yoga, so perform Nishkam Karma Yoga. But Arjuna is thinking that if I'm not qualified for this bhakti, then let me do Gyan. But to do Gyan, only when one performs Nishkama Karma Yoga, then, when the Antakaran gets purified, when there is activity in the mode of goodness, action in the mode of goodness, with Gyan, where you're situated in Sattva, then you will come to that. So the Antakaran gets purified and you take up to Gyan Yoga. So there is no way directly you can come to this platform. until you practice Nishkam Karma Yoga. So that's why Krishna recommends Nishkama Karma Yoga. Now, what is happening in the third chapter is when Arjuna asks this question, Krishna will convince how you cannot attain the state of Naishkarmya without taking to Nishkam Karma Yoga. And Arjuna, with the antakaran, the heart not purified, the senses not purified, if you practice this jnana, then you're a mithyachari. So he'll bring out. And because there is influence of the modes and you're within the prakriti, if you don't purify the antakaran to Nishkam Karma Yoga, still then it will lead to vikarma. We'll speak this in 3.5. And to maintain your body also, you need to do action. So many reasons he's going to give. Now that's why he'll convince from 3.3 to 3.9 that it is Nishkama Karma Yoga you have to perform and you're not qualified for Gyan. Gyan will automatically, with the performance of Nishkama Karma Yoga, it will, with the purification on Antakaran, you will come to the platform of Gyan Yoga. And what happens in the third chapter, especially 3.9, 3.9 to 3.17, if you think you are not qualified for Nishkam Karma Yoga, then practice Karma Kand. But ultimately from Karma Kand, Sakam Karma, you come to Nishkam Karma Yoga. And then 3.17 to 24, Krishna says, if you think you are qualified for Gyan, still come to the platform of Nishkam Karma Yoga in order to set an example. Don't renounce activity. This is Krishna's instruction. And then 3.25 to 30, Krishna, what he does is 3.25 to 29, he compares Karma Kand to Nishkam Karma Yoga. And 3.30 to 35, how Karma Yoga elevates. And in Karma Yoga, the lust is a major obstacle. So how to overcome, that is 36 to 43. So Karma Yoga is better than Jnana Yoga, 1 to 10. And if you're not qualified for even Karma Yoga, then practice Karma Kand. And if you're qualified for Jnana Yoga, still practice Karma Yoga to set an example. And then the difference between Karma Yoga and Karma Kand and how Karma Yoga elevates. And within Karma Yoga, there is engagement of the senses and lust resides in the senses. So how one should overcome lust. So that's how the overview of the third chapter is. So we have seen these two verses. Now Krishna gives answer, Nishkama Karma Yoga, 3.9 to 3.3 to 3.9. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Lokesmin Dveda Nishta Pura Prokta Maya Naga Jnana Yogena Sankyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam. The Lord said, I have spoken in the last chapter. Maya Pura Prokta. Pura means last chapter also. Pura means I have spoken long time back. It is there since the dawn of Krishna. Of two types of qualification, Dvida Nishta, of people of this world, Asmin Loke. I don't know why this is. Oh, everything will go away. I cannot only rub this one. Let me rub only this one. Yeah. So, for the people of this world, Asmin Loke, those who are qualified for Jnana are known as the practitioners of Jnana Yoga, Jnana Yogena Sankyanam. And those who are qualified from Nishkama Karma Yoga are known as the practitioners of Karma Yoga, Karma Yogena Yoginam. So I was making the point, Nishkama Karma Yoga begins with the knowledge that I should not desire the fruits, 2.47, and I am not the doer of the activity also, because that both will bind. And with the purification of the heart, when one Nishkam Karma Yoga, he is in Sattva, there is Gyan, that is Sankhya, you know, where there is deliberation. So those who have Adhikar for Karma, they practice Karma Yoga. And those who are adhikar by Nishkama Karma Yoga, they have purified the Antakaran and they have come to this platform, elevated state of consciousness, then they have adhikar for Gyan. Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam. Sankhyanam means, they take sannyas and they deliberate on the Upanishads. and they're free from karma because they have performed Nishkam Karma Yoga and purified the heart. So it requires adhikar. That's the point. So Vishwanath Chakravarti mentions there is, action in the mode of passion, rajas. There is action in the mode of goodness, sattva, the superior, which is Niga. And this leads to Jnana Yoga. So based on the adhikar, the faith, karma or jnana. Karma here is Nishkam Karma Yoga. Jnana means Sankhya. Sankhya. So there are these two levels Krishna is speaking, Dvida Nishta, and it is one above the other. Ultimately, Nishkam Karma Yoga leads to Jnana Yoga. That's the point. And now you don't have Adhikar for Jnana Yoga, you have Adhikar for the point the Lord is making. Now, in the fourth verse, Krishna speaks. न कर्मणामनारम्भान् नैष्कर्म्यं पुरुषोष्णुते न च सन्न्यसनादेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति. Without performance of prescribed karmas, karmanam anarambhan. So in Nishkam Karma Yoga, you have to begin by doing actions without desiring the fruits. Aramba. But without doing anaramba means not doing actions, a person cannot attain purity. Purusha naishkarmyam na ashnute. Naishkarmyam is when the antakaran gets purified. Just by renunciation of activities, sannyasana. Like, you have adhikar for karma because there is influence of the modes, and you renounce this fighting now. You're a Kshatriya. It doesn't mean that you just wear saffron and, your heart is purified. No. Sannyasana. Just by renouncing, you cannot, impure heart cannot attain perfection. You cannot attain perfection. Siddhim samadhi gacchati. So that's the point. So you have to take up Nishkam Karma Yoga, purify the Antakaran, and then when you are on the Jnana platform, you have attained perfection, then you are renounced and you have taken to sannyas. So without karmana anarambha, without the purity of the heart, not arise. And by not engaging in activities as recommended in the scriptures, that is Nishkam Karma Yoga, one cannot attain the state of Naishkarmya, which is, Gyan. And just by renunciation of, Vedic activities, prescribed activities, which are recommended as scriptures, a person with impure heart cannot attain perfection. So that is why perform Karma Yoga for you. And another reason he explains here in this verse. Nahi kasyat shanamapi jhatu tishtatya karma krit karyate hi avasha karma sarve prakrite jair gune. No one, nahi kasyat, can remain without doing activity. Jhatu tishtat karma krit. Even for a moment, shanamapi, all are forced. Sarve avasha karyate by the gunas from prakriti. Prakriti gune. So there is karma, which means action. There is akarma, which is inaction or no action. Now, inaction means, it has a different meaning. Akarma means there is perfect action where there is no reaction. So, when you are under the modes, you will be propelled to do action. And if you do actions without the prescribed scriptures, then it will lead to sinful life. So it is better that you do actions and purify the Antakaran and come to the Jnana platform. And then now he gives the next reason why one should not take up to Jnana. Karmendriyani samyamya ye aste manasa indriya. He who controlling the actions of senses. Karmendriyani samyamya. Remains remembering those objects of the senses. Ye aste. Indriya means the senses, Artha means the sense objects, Smaran. He remembers the sense objects. In his mind, Manasa is bewildered, Vimudatma, and is called as pretender. Samidhyachar uchate. So externally, just by your karmendriyas, if you control the external action of the senses, no, Arjuna might say, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, we see sannyasis devoid of actions of the senses with closed eyes. So Krishna is saying, he who controls the senses of action such as speech and hands, karmendriya, but ya in this, ya aste manasasmaran, but remembering the object of senses in the pretense of meditating, he is a mityachari. So the actions have to be done and purify the antakaran, the impure heart, and only when you have a pure heart, then you are, the propensity to do actions is subdued completely. So that is why, I give examples of some lady from America who came and she was under the snow for 6 months in the Himalayas, you know. So her karmendriyas were completely stopped. But in the mind, after going on in her mind, she was thinking, that she liked coffee to have in the coffee day. When will the day come? And I'll be out of this meditation and I drink coffee. So, what is the point of such meditation? So, if the purification of the heart has not happened by engaging the senses in in Nishkam Karma Yoga, you will be a pretender, Arjuna. Don't be a pretender. That's a now instruction. Karmendriya Karma Yogam Asaktam Sa Vishishyate. He who, yah free from attachment, asakta, controlling the senses by the mind. Indriyani control the senses by the mind, and he does actions, karma yoga, but freed from attachment. So this is called as Nishkama Karma Yoga. The senses, Prabhatemi, is superior. So Vishishyate. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur mentions that even a householder, not a sannyasi, who performs scriptural actions, karma yogam, without desiring the fruits, that means nishkam karma yoga, is superior. And Ramanacharya, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur quotes Ramanacharya and says that Ramanacharya says in this regard that he is superior to a person practicing jnana because of the impossibility of going astray by this method. Nishkam Karma Yoga, steadily he will practice and he will not go astray. Whereas Jnana, if the Antakaran is not purified, he can deviate. That's the point. So, Savishishyate, he is better. And then another reason, the stains one body also, one has to perform. Nitam kuru karmatvam karma jayo hiya karmana shariraya prasidhyena karmana. Perform your daily spiritual duties. Tvam kuru niyatam karma. So the niyat karma, the niyatana, perform your daily obligatory duties. This is better than not acting. Karma jayo hi. Jayo means better. Na cha prasiddhet shariraya. So in the sharir yatra from birth, you have to do work. That's the point making here. So here we can see three reasons avoid hypocrisy, mityachar, maintain the social order. You are a kshatriya and you are qualified for adhikarma. And if you take up artificially to sannyas, then others who also are not qualified, they will take up directly to highly respect, you know, purified, so they will not attain perfection. They'll fall down. So that's why maintain social order by, according to your adhikar and maintain your own body. So he has to accept the prestige and privileges of the position without accepting its services and sacrifices. So Nishkama Karma Yoga, you have to without, accepting the services. Voice is breaking. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, let me see. I'm just now. How is it? Is it better now? How is the audio now? Ah, okay, fine. Yeah. So trying to accept sacrifice, that is in order to maintain the social order, maintain your own body, don't become a hypocrite. These are the three reasons. And then now this is like an important verse. Yagyartam tadartha karma is implicated in sin. But Krishna introduces of yajna. Children is play and sacrifice. Certainly in success ingredients to attain heaven. Similarly, the highest yajna means the interest of the sun and do of yajna, that is Vishnu. So any action, any action, loko ayam karma bandhana. It is a cause. Tadartham means doing for his pleasure, actions. Dressing himself as third, not mother, because he's not revealed that the Yagya Purusha, the spirit, without performing actions for the purpose of sacrifice, Yagya Karma, people of the world for that purpose. Tadartham Karma Samachara, freed from attachment to results, Mukta Sangha. So that's the point Krishna makes. So Arjuna has this thing that karmana padyate jantu. I'll be no actions performed for yajna does not bind. You know. So the scriptural duties, kshatriya duties, which are with yajna, persons become bound if any other actions are done for any other. Therefore, you should do performing dharma for accomplishing dharma. Tadartham. But even if I perform this, then I found you are for the desires because you're not perform sakama dharma. So that's the point. So now, even if you qualify for perform, oh, now I have a question.
Prabhu, voice is distorting. That's why I raised hand for last 3-4 minutes.
Oh, voice is breaking, huh? Oh, no. What is the reason this is happening? Maybe it is because of this fan which is on here. Let me stop that. I'm using a very high quality Rode mic. Let me see. Yesterday, I was sitting in the same place. How is it now?
Mm, if you speak, then we can
Which
understand, Prabhu. No, Prabhu,
Truly, how is
distorting.
it now? Is it clear?
It's slightly better.
There's no distortion,
It
right?
is there. It
Okay,
is
okay.
there
I'm
again.
using this mic now. Yeah, some reason. Now,
Seems to be okay, Prabhu.
we change the direction of the mic. Yeah, now, how is it?
Better.
Hari bol? Hari
Better, Prabhu.
bol.
Yes.
No, I'm not able to. So, if you're Nishkam, you qualify, come to the point of Nishkama correction, which we will see now, 10 to 16. But if you have on this any questions, or if you have any questions, any clarifications. Yes. No, sorry. I have to unmute you. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanvat Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna
Yes.
Prabhu, can you hear me?
Yeah, very clearly I'm
Hare
able to
Krishna
hear
Prabhu.
you.
Yeah. Prabhu, verse
Yeah, I'm
3.3.
able to hear you very clearly.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, in verse 3.3, when it is mentioned Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam Karma
Mm-hmm.
Yogena Yoginam. So, Prabhu, here it is very clearly written Karma Yogena Yoginam,
Correct.
and Prabhupada translate it as a devotional service, Karma Yoginam. Karma Yogena.
Yeah. See, basically, Prabhupada, we will not go into the gradual progression, what is happening in the Gita. If you go over the
Voice breaking,
verses,
Prabhu.
and Prabhupada in the word-to-word meaning gives that gradual progression. He gives in his purport the explanation based on bhakti.
Prabhu, your voice
Because
is
to
breaking.
which is Vedanta or bhakti, don't have that discrimination. My goodness, this is really miserable. What do we do? 1 second. Sitting in the exact same place where I was sitting yesterday. Still, um, 1 second. Is it now better?
Yes,
Haribol,
Prabhu, now okay.
Haribol,
Prabhu,
is it better now?
it is intermittently cutting
Okay.
off.
Some technology is basic. Don't know what's the reason. So, the Shad Darshans, and they have, studied under Guru, and they can evaluate the Gita of Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga, and which is the best. So that he does. So that's why he works. But there is also a gradual progression which as it is over. That's why we are studying this commentary of Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti and is given recommends which we saw in 6.46 per point that one should steps in the yoga ladder in order to better appreciate Bhakti Yoga. So Prabhupada's Bhakti, although free nine is, you know, It is directly Bhagavad he gives. In fact, in the second chapter, we see in all the practice bhakti today, uh, we are not so scholarly that way. All these different discriminating intelligence to the path of bhakti. So that is why Prabhupada does
Prabhu, still
that.
voice is breaking. It is not coming clear. In between, it is cutting off.
But one, oh, not a good day for me. Okay, so we will stop now because I don't find it, it's so frustrating. What's your question? Hari bol, Tukaram Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavata.
Are you able
My question,
to hear me?
yeah. My question was very basic, and also I got the answer. See, whatever I do,
Hari bol? Yeah,
I mean, Nishkam
very.
Karma Yoga, I should do without expecting any kind of, returns for this one, any benefits. So, but I do everything for expecting something in return, whatever I do. So, but then I got the answer also in the meantime when we were struggling with the sound that I should surrender everything for the Lord. That's the understanding. Am I right, Prabhu? If you have heard me, now I have lost.
Yeah, I have to understand that activity.
No, I am not able to hear you. But this was my question, and
We
this is my
fruitive
this is my
merit.
understanding.
That
So,
yeah. Okay,
you are
okay.
not audible to me, Prabhu,
So
now.
we and and